Don't wanna get by my name is Razorian book. Yeah, my name is ba-da-da. You call me Razorian book. I set everything up and then I was like, maybe I should move my microphone closer to like the middle of where the camera is, which also just happens to be like right in front of my screen, which is good. Okay, I'm just gotta work on some Photoshop stuff, and then I was like, it's gonna take a while. Then I was like, well, I could live stream while I'm doing it. Just say hi. Not that it's gonna be super exciting or anything, but at least I'd be here saying hi. Gotta pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. That's how we do it. While I rap. Okay, what do we gotta do here? Do 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 do. Maybe I'll move this a little closer like that. Look at this. It looks like I have a scar right there, but it's like not. It's like I'm just getting old and it's the lighting. But I noticed that in like every live stream. But when I look in the mirror, I look like perfectly fine. Because I think so. Yo, what's up, Chess? It's been a long time, man. How you doing? What's a poppin' off? What is going on in the town? You never wake up this early. Actually, I wake up this early every single day. I wake up earlier. Right now it's 9:20 a.m. and I wake up at 6:45 every morning. Because I'm crazy. No, because I have to work. Not because I'm crazy. What am I talking about? Look at this. Woo, and we can move around. I'm just working on some Photoshop stuff. And I thought, hey, for once in my entire life, maybe I will stream and say hi. I realize nothing is really set up. Funny how we realize things. I guess. Let's see, there has to be a way to do this. Give me a second here. I think you hold shift. No, that didn't do it. That stretches the screen. I want to show more of the screen. Alt. There we go. That kind of worked. Now we want to zoom. Oh, look at this. Isn't this entertaining? Sitting here, like, watch me figure out how to use my computer. Okay, that just does that. I don't know what I'm doing. Calm down, calm down. There we go. Maybe that works. So if I go over to this program and I zoom out, can you actually see what I'm doing? Look at that. Of course, now I gotta find the freaking thingamajigger. There we go. That's a lie. It's not a lie. Because I have to go to work every morning. Every morning I have to go to work, so I have to wake up to do that. So this is so this says work in progress. I'm gonna put this into my video game, and it's gonna be for all the things that aren't done, so I can upload the video game for people to download and play, but they'll know what's kind of like crappy and what's actually working. So I'll put this icon on top of stuff that isn't finished yet. However, all these little gray dots around the image, that means it's transparent, so it won't show up when I put it in the game. Only, everything else will. But if you notice, there's this white line that goes around the entire image, like that. And that's no good. That's because that's just how it wound up when I downloaded it off the internet. So I just literally have to go through here and erase every single little white dot, or else it'll look crappy. I'll show you in the game. So whoa. Anyways, you can see the white dots lines right across there. Looks crappy. You see this part where there's no line, no white dots? Oh man, it's so hard to spin around here. So finicky. Well, anyways, I did some of it already to see how it looked. And you can clearly tell, if I can get it, there we go. You can tell the parts I've already done. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here and erasing. It's the game. Yes, I know. I've been so sidetracked with the game that I haven't done anything else on YouTube. I do have a I had an idea to make a video because I have to cut down some branches in my yard, and so I took a handsaw and I attached it to a stick, a really long stick, and I figure I'll just put the stick way up in the air in the tree, and I'll just I don't know. I thought it's kind of funny and stupid, and people are like, just go get a ladder. And I was like, I don't really want to borrow a ladder off anybody, so I'll just do it this way and I'll make a funny YouTube video. Play the game. I can't play the game because it's in VR, virtual reality, so it won't play on the game. Yeah, it won't play on the PC. I can kind of play it in a sense. I can, if I push play here, it'll show kind of like a preview. Yeah, I can zoom around here. Whoa. Because this view isn't the player, it's for editing. Yeah. No 60 running around. No. I got so many updates coming in the next video, but no sexy women running around. Not yet. I think I might make an entire separate game that is actually just that, though. I found this guy. He has a Patreon, and he's making a game for the Oculus Quest, but it's not even a game. It's like a sex simulator, and he can't sell it, on the Oculus Quest store, obviously, but he can sell it independently. So what he does is he doesn't sell it. He has a Patreon, and if you subscribe to his Patreon and you support him, then you so then you get access to the link and you can download the game for free, but it's not really free because you're paying like a monthly Patreon subscription. But anyways, it looked pretty neat, and I was like, the first thing I thought when I saw that was, I want to do that. And like, there's probably a pretty big market for it, and doesn't look like there's a lot of competition either. So I mean, probably make it shows, like, I think on Patreon, like how much money he makes, or at least how many Patreon members he has, something like that. And the guy's got to be making like over $5,000 a month. So, and the thing is what I was thinking is it'd be cool to make some games where there's copyright issues, where you can't, obviously because of copyright you wouldn't be able to do certain things. However, I believe if you're giving away the content for free and you're not charging for it, then I mean, you're allowed to like draw a picture of the Terminator, as an example. No one can stop you from drawing a picture, but they could stop you from selling that picture, right? But if you're giving it away for free, and all you have to do is be a member, and it's not free to be a member, it's kind of like a loophole. Now, saying that on a live stream, now I'm sure that could be used as evidence against me if I actually ever did it. But first thing, like, one thing at a time. Let me just get this out. I've got a couple other ideas for video games I want to do. None of them, besides the idea I just gave you, has to do with sexy women running around in their underwear. They're actually both sequels to this game. Well, I guess not only one can be a sequel. The other one has to be a trequel. So, I'll show you. Let me save this. So, what I just showed you here was the lobby, and if I go over here, click on this, and go over here and click on this, this will show you the level. I'll zoom this out a bit so you got more to look at. So I was just looking at something that was talking about multiplayer. And I was like, multiplayer is pretty cool, but except that in VR, like, how would one player see the other player? Because what would you see? You wouldn't see anything. It's a guy in a headset, right? There's no avatar created for that player. And to create avatars, I'm sure, would just be crazy insane and way above like anything I could do. So I thought, what if I made a whole separate game that was this game except it's multiplayer, and it'd be like a little different too, because it'd be a whole separate different game. Well, I gotta remember to keep pulling up this chat here. So it would be in the same universe, in the same environment, sort of. Probably change the environment around a bit, except where these TV screens are and where this logo is up in the corners. What if I took those out and I built a room with a tinted glass, and then you control guns and stuff inside this control room? That way, when you're in multiplayer, you could have, like, I guess four separate rooms, one for each player. Then the players wouldn't be able to see each other. That would avoid the problem of, like, not having to make an avatar. And then through the tinted glass, you could look down and each player would like have like, I don't know, some kind of mechanic machine gun outside the control room that they could fire, like Star Wars, I guess, when he's in the seat, something like that. So that was one idea I had for a new game, like an extension of this universe. The other idea I had was, if imagine you're in like a kind of like a spaceship or a shuttle. A shuttle is a better term for it. And instead of it's same universe, same concept, except instead of being in this room, what if the shuttle was going through the tubes? And basically, you would have to, they would break off into different sections, and you would have to pick the correct path. So it'd be like a maze, a maze of of tubes. You have to find the end, so you have to pick which direction you're going to go in. But you're basically traveling through these tubes. Just do the sexy simulator video game. You could make money on that. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Well, I'm going to research into it. So to make anything like that, you would have to, create characters, which I've done before, but it's not super easy, but you can do that. I did create a character back when I wanted to make that Green Day movie. And then I realized making a movie on Green Day was like way too hard. So I was like gonna make it all animated. And then I realized that was stupid because that's even harder. So I gave up on that idea. But I did create 2 characters, 3D animated characters. But there's something called rigging. And, sorry. Too much coffee. So there's something called rigging, and that's what controls the characters, so they can walk around and move and stuff. It's basically like creating bones inside of your character, whereas without that stuff, the character would be more like a balloon, right? Just hollow on the inside. So that's when I was trying to learn how to do that, I realized that it's a lot of work. But you can go online. There are like websites and stuff that kind of do all that stuff for you. You click a few buttons. You can make a character walk or dance or fight or throw stuff. So yeah, I just never gone down that path yet. There's so much to all this stuff that in the end you kind of have to pick your path. Like, it's like the movie industry. It's like jack of all trades isn't really a thing you can do, because one thing, like say animatronics, that takes a lifetime. Or like a better example is claymation or whatever. What do you call it? Stop motion. You know how much like stop motion takes, like to learn to do? It's like it takes a lifetime. So you can't just be like, I'm gonna learn stop motion and then that's it. And then later I'll learn special effects. So yeah, but I think I could pull it off. Think of the time you were wasting making this game. I don't think I'm wasting my time. I think this is gonna go far. I didn't. I had this website pulled up where I'll be uploading the game, and anyways, I just wanted to compare my game with some other games that are out there, and it's already like pretty close to some of the games out there, or actually a majority of them, and some of them are getting thousands thousands of downloads. I think the top one has like 50,000 downloads. But that's obviously a better game than the rest. What else was I gonna say? So far today, I'm doing pretty good at talking, chatting, reading the chat, and also like literally working. Multitasking at its greatest. Oh yeah. After I'm finished getting rid of all these little white dots, I have to go through all these black dots. You can see some of them aren't black, some of them are gray. I don't really have to do that, but since we're here, may as well. Because, you know, I could move on to the next step, but next step's not something I can sit here and just live stream and do. You know, I need to like concentrate. Freaking, oh man, the kind of computer code I've been doing lately, it's just, which I like hardly know anything about. It's crazy, man. Sometimes I sit there just, so I had this problem, like I showed in one of my update videos. I was trying to get the levels to fade in and fade out, and that's something that should probably take you like an hour to do. And I was working on it for 4 days, and I got it to fade in, but I couldn't get the levels to fade out, and I gave up. I was like, good enough. After 4 days of doing this, whatever. So I recently, it's not in my last video, it'll be in the video coming up, I finally fixed it. I found another video. Seemed simple enough. Funny enough, like 3 of the tutorials I watched are all by the same guy. No name. What's up? No name. No name. How you doing? How you doing? No name. I'm sitting here making the game. Bringing the flame. You should be ashamed. I'm bringing the pain. Oh yeah, boy. I've been watching this like freestyle rapper. His name's Harry Mack on YouTube. He is so good. He's like the best freestyle rapper to like ever exist. And I'm a fan of Eminem and stuff. I'm a pretty big fan of Eminem, and I considered him to be the best. But this guy's like, holy cow, man. You should, if you're into that kind of stuff, you should check him out, Harry Mack. So we're gonna click on this black with this little eyedropper, I think they call it. Yeah, they do. Holy cow, I'm so smart. So that allows me to pick the exact color. And now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna start painting that color in. All the spots that should be black, but they're other weird colors instead. And I'm not going to spend as much time on this because it doesn't really matter. What game are you working on? It's called Zap Balls. It's a VR game for the Oculus Quest. Here it is right here. I made a big giant hammer that has the logo on it. So the concept is all these like here, I'll play it. All these cannonballs go through the tubes, and you stand in the middle of the room right here and you have to shoot them. So obviously I can't actually play the game how you're supposed to, because you're supposed to be in the Oculus Quest headset. this thing. But I can kind of still show you the concept. So there's coins that come down these bonus tubes. You can shoot them and get stuff. Weapons go down those tubes. Then every time you miss one of these balls or cannonballs, then your life goes down. There's the life right there. Slowly draining. And the score is 0 because I'm not playing. So that's the concept. I'll show you guys the intro I did. I just did this yesterday, so nobody's seen it yet. It has a little bit of copyrighted music because I gotta switch it out still. Because I didn't really know what I was doing, so I had to like test it first. So anyways, check this out. Hopefully I don't get demonetized. This is the intro of the game. No one's seen this. Yeah. That's cool, man. Keep it up. Thank you. I will. I'm halfway through the process here of releasing it. So I've been working on it for 3 months, and I've gotten this far, and I have the plans to release it as like, I guess, an alpha version or something on August 10th, because that's my birthday, and it's nice weather. And also, I just felt it was good. Gives me like 3 more months to work on this game. So since it's been 3 months and you've seen how far I've gotten, I think, you know, in another 3 months, that should be sufficient to have a pretty good game that I could sell and I don't know, be taken serious in the industry. Not that I'm actually a game developer. This is the very first game I've ever tried to make. I did make a crappy game a long time ago, like 15 years ago. It was like Wolfenstein. I just kind of took the pieces and changed the graphics. But I spelt, it was called like Coco's Monster Hunter, and I spelt monster wrong, and I forgot the N or something, and the way I did it was like kind of unfixable. So ever after that moment, I like gave up on the game and decided not to work on it anymore. It was kind of fixable, but it would have taken a lot of work. Besides making a crappy game 15 years ago, this is the first one I made, so I think I'm doing pretty good. And I think all the knowledge I'm learning will help me like the next game is going to be like 10 times better than this, right? So yeah. This thing I'm doing here right now isn't really that important, but it's the only thing I can really do and concentrate well on a live stream and trying to look at the chat and talk. So this sign here is just for like, I want to release a demo, like alpha version, probably in a week, for free, that people can try out and give me some feedback, stuff like that. But I don't want people to be confused in the game, because there's certain things I'm still working on that aren't done, right? So I'm making this little sign here so that I could just put it in front of anything that's currently not working, or whatever. So that way people can get the clue. So the fact that I'm sitting here spending so much time cleaning this image up is kind of stupid, but whatever. Then I get to hang out on a live stream, because I haven't live streamed in a long while, except for last week I did, but I think I went like a couple months there without live streaming. So trying to get back into it. Why is it? I just raise that. That makes more sense. I'm not so good at learning like hotkeys, they call them. Like I can push something on my keyboard to shrink this thing, enlarge it. I push Z to zoom in and out. That's like using hotkeys on the keyboard. I don't know very many, but the ones I do know, man, they save you so much time when doing stuff like this. My channel is so like all over the place at times that I don't know like who's watching, like, because if a game developer or something, or someone that was into doing this kind of stuff, they would know what a hotkey is. Of course, they'd be like, why are you talking about that? Like, yeah, like that's beginner knowledge. And then but then I've got other videos where they're just entertaining, funny videos where no one would know what a hotkey is, because they, they're not in the industry. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, I'm like 43, I think. I was born in 1979 in August. My social security number is 84. No, not really. But I don't know what it is. So the freaking electrical company or whatever, they threatened to cut my electricity off because I was like, I still owed like 3/4 of 1 month. And I was just like, are you serious? Like, the money you're telling me I owe you is like literally less than 1 month, and you're like gonna threaten to cut my power off. Doesn't matter, I paid it all, but it pissed me off. So anyways, this guy, he had solar panels sitting outside his RV, and he said I could have it. And I said, oh well, I don't want to just take it for free, but I'll get it working, then I'll charge your batteries for you. So he said, sure, sounds good or whatever. So I got this solar panel that I gotta hook up. I just gotta buy some things for it, but right now I blew all my money for the month, so it's not gonna happen not too soon. But yeah, I think if I spent good like $80 to $100, I could get this 100-watt solar panel working. I would love to just eventually one day just like be able to go off grid, or just at least stop working with this electric company. But it's I sure picked the wrong industry for that. Maybe if I was a construction worker it'd be a little bit easier, but since I literally spent all day on the internet or on my computer, electricity is kind of something you don't want to mess with too much. not having it can get really boring. You know, some people, they ask me like, how's the Oculus Quest and is it a good headset? Should they get that, or should they get, say, like the PlayStation VR headset, or the Rift, or some other one? And I think you should definitely 100% get the Oculus Quest. I freaking love this thing. There's a little bit of controversy because you have to have a Facebook account and blah blah blah. However, our power goes out here sometimes because we live in the country, and you know how awesome it is to not have any power in your entire house, yet I could still turn on my VR headset and play games in VR. That is freaking awesome. I wasn't even going to plan on doing all this part, so I am seriously going overboard now. I think that's good. So we'll just save it. Then we'll go back over here. And we go back to the lobby, and everything should be updated automatically, and then we should see how much better it looks. Where's my scene? There it is. Come on, come on. Sometimes my computer's glitches out a bit. I got a bunch of tabs open. Got OBS running. I got YouTube streaming. I got Photoshop open, and I'm doing this. So it gets a little laggy sometimes. Anyways, look at how sharp that is now. None of that white crap around the sides. Perfect. Now it's not supposed to look like this, obviously. If I click around here, let's see. Basically, this is supposed to go away. So it looks like this. Then you hit the start button, and what happens in the is this would disappear, and then this would appear. So the name of the levels are still on top of the thing, but that's fine. See ya. Oh wait, see ya. See ya. Have a good one. Oh, I missed all these ones here. I think. Oh, I'm going to sleep now, man. All right. Have a good sleep. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. So, name your last name and know your first name. Mr. Name. I don't know. That's such an old person joke, I guess you could say. Let's see, I'm wondering. If I took this and put it here. No, it doesn't go over top. Okay. I didn't think so. Alright, well that's pretty good. That I like that. So we'll save that. And yeah. Easy peasy, a lemon squeezy. Do I have to add that anywhere else around here? Don't think so. I think everything else is pretty much good. I just realized I could have gotten one that said like coming soon or something. And that's how you waste an hour. No. Just a kidding. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's fun hanging out with you guys. Actually, really enjoyed it. It's like having company over. Oh, so be safe, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon. I was gonna do the next update because I have this. I did all this stuff. Hold on, I gotta see. I did all this stuff this week on the game, which is a lot of stuff. So I was gonna upload like an update video for Friday because I don't like to do them on Saturdays and Sundays because nobody watches the videos on those days. But that means it would have only been 3 days since my last one, so I decided to push it till Monday. So yeah, I'll have my update video on Monday, and hopefully I get around to filming that like vlog video where I cut the tree branch down. But it's kind of raining and windy out last couple days. I think it's raining right now. Woke up and it looked like my power had glitched out. You can always tell because the clock on the stove is blinking, and on the microwave. It always happens when it gets windy and crappy around here. Anyways, I'll see you again.